Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. How are we all doing today? End of the week live stream. Hope you guys have been enjoying these. I know that I can be a lot less excitable on live streams. There's a lot of dead air that I constantly feel like I need to fill during live streams, but hopefully you guys have been enjoying these. I guess it's a lot easier doing live streams at the end of the week than coming up with even more video ideas. We've been going through a dry spell, I think. It's been a little bit hard to find news topics to talk about, and usually I've relied a lot on news topics to fill up some videos because, it's easy to do a video about a certain news that comes out, but there's not really that much news coming out, at least stuff that I'm not super interested in. Why isn't Marble Machine playing? I have no idea. Hey Ishka, how you doing? Everyone's here, everyone's happy. Yay! Yeah, it's the same for other channels too. I noticed like Clownfish TV has basically been talking about the same few topics continuously, making multiple videos about the same few topics with different articles, and I'm thinking to myself, you're running out of stuff to talk about, aren't you? So it's good to know I'm not alone. That's always nice. I would do more comic reviews too, although my comic reviews don't really do as well view-wise, so I gotta throw in some other videos in between comic reviews. And so yeah, most of the week has been like a comic review, goofy videos, and then the One Punch Man news that came out. They're making a One Punch Man movie. I'm sure everyone is positive that's going to be terrible. Any thoughts on Dune? No thoughts on Dune because I don't know what Dune is. I keep on seeing Dune in the news. I don't know anything about Dune. It's probably like what, a reboot of something, right? I don't know. I don't know anything about it. Do you know a website called Tumix? No. No, I don't. Oh my gosh. Female-centric Star Wars? Star Wars. I don't know if they have the guts to make more Star Wars stuff. I don't know how far that's really gonna go. The sleeper must awaken. Okay then. Live action One Punch Man. Just watched the anime. Yeah, right. That's like promoting some other live action Adult Swim cartoon. I don't know. Like Dune starts out. Hang on, I was trying to read that. Dune starts out like a book, gets made into a movie in the 80s, and now a remake. Okay. Well, I haven't seen either the book or the movie. It's not my thing. Did you hear about the new lady? They got to be in charge of the new female Star Wars show. No. I mean, yes, but no. I saw it, but I just didn't fucking care. Nobody fucking cares. Everyone's given up. And you know that Disney is going to make a shitload of cuts by the time that the year is over, right? So it might not even end up happening. I'm actually not. I don't know if that's actually going to be happening, you know? Controls the spice, controls the universe. Okay then. Watch the movie? I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. People always trying to get me to watch things or read things. Oh, read this webtoon. It's really good. Shut up. I don't want to. I don't need new things. I already have new things that I'm trying to finish. I don't need more new things. New things are bad. But seriously. I gave up on Star Wars after the prequels. Yep, basically. I watched The Force Awakens and never bothered with the other two. That was all I needed to see to know that they would be bad. That's it. Saw Ray and I was like, I'm out. That's not gonna work. Watch whatever the frick you want. In the UK, how is the lockdown? I don't know, man. I haven't really been too affected by it. It makes me a lot more grateful to have to do my work from home when I hear all these people like having financial troubles, but I can just do everything from here and not have to worry about any pandemic. So that's something to be grateful of. Artistic and video people can just do stuff from here and keep income coming. Is the movie industry doomed forever? I don't know. I hear that AMC is at risk for going out of business, which is a shame because I always go to AMC theaters. I never go anywhere else. I really enjoy the dine-in theaters because I like to eat while I watch movies. And there's a nice dine-in theater right by Adam. We always go to the movies together. It's very nice. Well, we always go to the movies when there's a good movie playing. There's usually not a good movie playing, so we don't always go. I guess what movies did we see this year? We saw Sonic. And I guess that's the only movie that we've seen this year. The movie we saw before that, I think, was Rambo Last Blood. And the movie that we saw before that was probably Alita. So I guess we haven't seen too many movies in the theaters. It's AMC's own fault for their shenanigans involving China. I don't know about that. Stream is lagging badly. I don't know why. It's showing fine up here, but haven't seen a movie since Split. She saw Charlie's Angels. Who saw Charlie's Angels? Not me. I know that. Webtoon is a weird animal. I have a friend on there that's doing great, but others are buried in the matrix, so to speak. Yeah. Webtoon, it's a lot easier to get recognized on Webtoon than it is on Tapastic, but it's always going to be super hard to get recognized on Webtoon no matter what, especially when they look out for their own people more so than individual creators. I wanted to watch Sonic, but quarantine killed this plan. Yeah. But hey, even with quarantine, Sonic still blew everyone else, all the other movies, out of the water in the box office. That's quite incredible. Still waiting on that Sonic 2 announcement. Are you alone at home during this pandemic? No, I live with my parents because I'm a poor. Speaking of which, has anyone else got their tax return yet? Because I'm still waiting. Or not tax return, it's the stimulus. Why do I always call it a tax return? I guess it's because I deep down believe I deserve a tax return, but I've never gotten a tax return. I'm always paying them. I don't know why though, because I make less than poverty. Your Rona check. Yeah. My sister got hers. My parents haven't got theirs, and I haven't got mine. So I don't know if it's just they're going by area. I heard that they were going by income though. So playing Sonic CD next. Well, shouldn't Sonic 3 come first? I did start playing Sonic 3. It is very fun. I can see why people say Sonic 3 is their favorite. They have a lot of cool, different platforming mechanics. They've got different TVs. It gives you different power-ups. Damn, I love that fire shield. No, Sonic CD, Sonic Boom, Knuckles cartridge. Let's make Dannphan rich. Not because we're nice, but just to see if she'll turn evil. No. I know that if I had money, I would just spend it on all my different projects. I'm still writing a bunch of different comics. They're just coming out very slowly. Thank you for the $4.99, Matthew. Can you go talk about a show like that jumped on shark? Jump the shark. Can you go talk about a show you liked that jumped the shark, anime or otherwise? That is how you read. Yes. What do you mean jump the shark? I have no idea. A show I liked that jumped the shark? A show I liked that jumped the shark. That was too popular? Or that spent too much money on the show? I don't know. I guess I like Disney's Pinocchio, even though they lost a lot of money on that movie. I guess they eventually made back that money by merchandise over time. But yeah, that movie bombed when it came out. Such a shame, really, because that movie took a lot of money just to make. Maybe he meant fell off, lost your interest. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of shows that lost my interest. Damn, I could make a list of that. There's a lot of shows that I was really into at first, and then eventually I was like, I think this show sucks. I think I just didn't realize it when I think I was just hoping it would get better. Darn, I guess I gotta stop. Jumping the shark means they pulled a stunt for rating. Typically means the show isn't popular, so they do something to get views. Is that what he meant? I don't know. That doesn't sound right. That sounds too specific. Have you heard of Jump Force? Yes, I've played Jump Force. I hate Jump Force. I hate it. Once you get over the high of playing as your favorite Shonen Jump characters, it's just fucking garbage. It's just garbage fighting mechanics. I hate it. Thoughts on Sailor Moon? I only watched one episode of Sailor Moon. I'm not a huge fan. Everyone thinks because I'm a girl and I like anime, I must know everything about Sailor Moon and be this big fan. No. I don't know shit about Sailor Moon. I don't know anything about Sailor Moon. If you ask me something about Sailor Moon, I will not know. Anyway, thank you for the donation, Will. Purely because I'm giving everyone I follow a little something during this woo flu. P.S. Jump the shark means it went off the rails and got ridiculous. Is that what they mean? I don't know. You see, I was thinking by jump the shark, they mean like they put too much money into it and then didn't get anything back, or like they invested too much into it. But I don't know. If he means went off the rails and got ridiculous, fucking everything. Everything that goes on for too long is jumping the shark. Because there are way too many shows that just go on for too long and then they get shitty. And that's why things deserve to be canceled sometimes. I hate to say it, but sometimes, man, it's just better if things that got canceled stay canceled, because if they keep going, they get terrible. In an old Happy Days, Fonzie literally. I know what the term comes from. I don't understand the context in which he meant it. Who uses jump the shark to describe a show? I don't understand. Yeah. What's the story behind your flame and a broken bottle logo? Thank you for the donation, Maverick. The story behind that is basically I'm putting up a website to dump all my comics and sell stuff on. So the site is going to be called Burning Star. So that was actually this older design that I was working with for the logo. I got a much better one. I just haven't really switched them out yet for the animation ending. But yeah, the newer one a friend of mine, Des, did for me. So it looks much better. Much better. It's a good idea nowadays. Thank you. The show started falling apart after Fonzie jumped the shark. Did it? I don't know. That show trying to keep the interest of the viewer and it's pretty much in decline. That's like every show, though. That's every show. I just meant when you stop watching a show because it lost your interest or it did something you didn't like. My Hero Academia. I stopped watching that a while ago. Oh, actually, I stopped watching it. I moved to the manga, and then I got into a certain point at the manga where I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And I just stopped. Well, the biggest problem was that I didn't like Deku. I never liked Deku. I was expecting him to get better. I was putting up with him basically for a very long time. And I was just thinking, okay, eventually the writer's going to make this character get better. He has to get better, right? And then All Might just basically isn't part of the series anymore. And then I'm just stuck with Deku. And it's like, man, no. I can't do it. I gave up. And they tried to redeem Endeavor. It's like, what do you think of 7 Deadly Sins? Thank you for screaming that at me. That's what I think. I couldn't get past, I think I watched 5 episodes of 7 Deadly Sins. I couldn't get very far. There's certain scenes that, like, taken out of the series I've enjoyed. Like, what's the one scene with Pride? Where you just all of a sudden he's just this huge buff guy and axes some guy. That scene was pretty funny out of context. And after seeing that scene, I was like, man, I need to watch this show. But then I actually watched the show and I was like, fuck is this shit? Where's my axe guy? I didn't like anything else. I mean, it's just like badass scenes from that show are fun, but everything between just doesn't resonate with me at all. You know? There's a lot of shows like that, though, where they know exactly what to do badass-wise, what to do fight-wise to get people interested. But then everything else, everything in between, they're just like, make it up as you go along. You know? Thoughts on Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood? Yeah, they're good. They're good. I feel like they're overhyped, but they're good. What anime do you watch now? And for some reason, you just list interspecies reviewers. I don't watch interspecies reviewers. I was not interested in that show. The only part of that interested me is the fact that Funimation stopped their dub of it. I'm not interested in that show at all. As far as anime that I'm watching now, there's some romance anime that I watched recently. There's this one anime that's like really odd, but really funny to me. It's got a really weird name too. It's called How Heavy Are the Dumbbells That You Lift? Isn't that a weird name? It's a weightlifting anime. And there's just this one character who's amazing, like just a golden nugget in that show. Everything else is okay, but that one character is just so funny. And this character is named Machio, and he looks like your average, anime husbando with a tracksuit on. And then he flexes and the tracksuit bursts off, and all of a sudden he just has these humongous muscles, and his head stays the same exact size on this humongous body. It's just this tiny head on a giant pair of muscles, and it's so funny. I love it. Anyway, but that character is such a gem. God damn. Anyway, I'm sorry. I saw your super chat. Thank you, Papa. Let's be real. We all watch My Hero Academia for All Might. It's true. United States of Smash was my anthem, man. And then All Might isn't there, and then it's like, oh, well, now I just have Deku. Okay. You're still into cartoons or two, right? Yeah, I like cartoons. I like cartoons when they're good, at least. It's not too many good ones out there right now. Unless you wanted me to watch more of Thundercats Roar. See if that turned out any better. Machio-san, he flexes so hard that all the other weight level lifters recognize him as the alpha. It's so fucking good. It is so good. If comic conventions start up again, do you plan to go to any? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. At some point, I was thinking of eventually going to New York Comic Con, but it's such a pain. It's such a fucking pain to go to because, well, nobody likes the city. I especially don't like the city. So, and then it's crowded, and you have to touch people. You have to rub shoulders against people as you try to walk past them. Ugh. Crowds are gross. I hate it. I hate people. Yes. New York, New York. Currently watching Big Hero 6 series is pretty good. Did you see it? No. I haven't even seen the Disney Big Hero 6. So of course I didn't see the original anime. Thundercats Roar got validated by the real lineup, so it must be good, right? Yeah, right. That's how that works. Crowds are the worst. They ruin everything. Maybe I'll go to like smaller cons. I don't know. There was this one con that I would go to in Philly. It's probably even farther away now that I moved. But it was for the most part like a smaller con. It was a little bit more casual. But it was all outside, and the sun was just burning on you. It was unbearable. Are you a Ninja Turtle fan? They're okay. Used to be a bigger fan when I was a kid. Anime, there was an anime. I was talking about the Disney series. It was made as a continuation from the movie. Oh, yeah, Big Hero 6 was originally like a manga. I thought you were talking about an anime series. I didn't know that they even made a series based on the Disney movie. Yeah. Smaller cons are probably less interesting, but that's just an assumption. I guess there's less to do, but there's a lot of activities for the big cons that I don't care about anyway. It's like there's a lot of activities at the big cons that I wouldn't do either. So, just depends. You gotta like weigh what you'll actually do there or what you'll actually want to see there. Might is like Chadwick Boseman. What? What does that mean? Have you ever played any Dynasty Warriors games? No. Are you on Facebook? No, I hate Facebook. Never again. Never going on Facebook again. Terrible Vietnam War flashbacks. Oh. Hashimi no Ippo. Oh, boxing anime. I was thinking, where have I heard that anime name before? But I couldn't see what it was. Yeah, Hashimi no Ippo was okay. Your favorite anime? I don't think I have one, honestly. Just kind of enjoy what I enjoy. It's less lit, but you can breathe, and it's good for showing off your work. Smaller cons were great for portfolios and getting work compared to the hustle and bustle of large cons. Why does Marvel seem less successful with animated movies than DC? I don't know. Marvel's animated movies, they tend to, well, Marvel's animated anything. They tend to lean towards the family friendly. And DC is just like, who gives a shit? let's aim toward the adults and the teenagers, and that's why they get the monies. Family friendly kind of hurts the writing on a lot of Marvel cartoons, I think, because it's too much suspension of disbelief in some areas where they're like, and nobody got hurt. Yeah, sure. Fucking spaceship crashes into the earth. Nobody got hurt. Good thing. What? It's just, it's too much fluff. And it hurts the writing, I think. Family friendly. Yeah, right. You're any good at sewing? Only asking because your hands look like they'd go at it like spider on the fly. I've done some sewing, but mostly just sewing patches or sewing holes in from my socks and stuff like that. I sewed Adam's pants keep ripping, so I sewed a hole in his pants, and apparently it's held up. I'm surprised because I didn't. It's very awkward. It's a very awkward hole, and I wasn't expecting it to hold up for more than 2 days. But for God's sake, he needs to get new pants. He won't shop for pants, guys. Honestly. Thing about martial arts or sports anime, sometimes you get repelled because of the non-existent interest about said sport. It's a good point. Is Marvel part of Disney now, or is it just the MCU that's part of Disney? No, I think Marvel's owned by Disney. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Marvel is completely owned by Disney, but I don't know. Poop. Get your pants. Yes. Some people just don't want to get new pants. I don't know, man. It's a shame. Yes, it owns it all. Yeah, I thought so. That's what I thought. Anyway. There's another person asking any thoughts on Dune. Does everyone know about Dune? Is Dune that popular? I don't know. I feel like I've never heard of Dune until now. And then everyone's like, Dune. Am I right? It's like, okay. You play Call of Duty? No. Interesting. Interesting. Mutants film that will never come out. Yeah, sure. It's a classic sci-fi novel. Made in what? The 60s? I don't know, man. I'm not that old. Just to be blunt, there's a lot of stuff that like wasn't popular when I was born, you know? So it's just like, it's just a while. Quite a big talking point with older nerds before your time, so I'm not surprised you don't know it. Right, man. Right. Anyway, I was going to say something, but so much Dune talk. I know about 50% about Dune. Kind of trippy in some places. I don't know anything. Have you not heard of Dune? Yeah, not heard of Doom. Now we're going back and forth from Dune and Doom. I've heard of Doom. I've never heard of Dune. Doom I know about. That's a video game. I don't know about this other nonsense you're talking. Do you like Dungeons and Dragons? Yeah. It's made in the 90s. Made in the 80s, according to other people. I don't know. Dan should do ASMR. Oh, is that what I'm doing? I'm flipping through this. I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway. Dune versus Dune. It's like a fucking vocal exercise that you gotta do. You gotta say Doom and then Dune. And then very, very much practice the differences between those two. Comic Book Girl 19 turned me on to Dune. Interesting. Stargirl to premiere May 18th on the CW. Yeah, I've been seeing commercials for those. A lot of commercials. Really, really hoping to have it up. But then again, all of their CW superhero shows get like boatloads of commercials and nobody fucking watches them. I don't think there's anyone alive that actually enjoys the new Batwoman show. I think everyone, for the most part, is just like, yeah, it's fucking garbage. Same thing with Supergirl. There were some fans of Supergirl who were like really into it, and now they're all like, yeah, it's fucking garbage. They got the Power Rangers looking fucking commercials, man. It's rough. It's rough, man. But Stargirl was originally supposed to be on the DC universe, so I'd hope it'd have a better budget. I would hope anyway. But then again, I've seen commercials and it doesn't look like it has that good of a budget. But her outfit is cute. The actress is cute, so I don't know. They're showing stomach. That's crazy. In 2020, that's fucking crazy. So I know someone who still likes Supergirl. God only knows how, but she still does. Bless her, man. She has a lot of patience. Would you do more video skits and reactions? I wouldn't do more reactions. That's not going to happen. But I would do more skits. I have ideas for skits. I just, it's one of those things where it's like, man, when should I put this up? When should I make time to make this, edit it, and then put it up online for people to enjoy? Because the skits are basically, for the most part, just shit posting. It's not like my usual content. It's just random video. It's just random fun video. What do you think that it should be made to the DC CW to get better? What do you think? That's not a sentence. That's not a sentence. God damn it, people. Spell check your comments. Making me angry. Skits, I'm telling you, it's the real sauce, Dannphan. Okay, well, tell that to my views. I don't know. Not all of my skits are that good either. But they're good enough for me, I tell you what. I hate my hair, man. I hate this shit. Look at it. It's awful. Even when I wear it back, like, I still have these little lines of, you know why, right? Because these are originally my bangs. And now they're too long. Actually, they're not that long. I can still wear it like this. It's not that bad, right? I can still see. All right. I'm like one of those blind anime characters. Who always has the bangs in front of their eyes because they don't care. I don't actually like pulling my bangs to the back though. Doing this constantly all day long, that gives you a headache. because you're just like stroking this part of your scalp over and over again. And it's just like slowly creating this weird sensation that just shocks throughout the rest of your brain. It's awful. I don't like it. Maybe at some point I just need to like wear it back like that. I don't like that. Get a headband or something, you know? I don't know. I gotta figure this shit out. I don't think I've seen any of your skits. Well, feel free to go and watch them. I have a whole playlist just labeled skits. Some of them are really, really old. And by really, really old, I mean like 2 years, because I haven't actually had my channel up that many years. Must be why I'm having headaches. Maybe. Quite possibly. I had this really awful headache last night, which is a shame because I was in the mood to do a lot of work. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to do all the works. But my head hurts. Then it took me longer to fall asleep because my head hurt. A lot of headaches are just caused by being dehydrated. So theoretically, if you drink a lot of water, your headache could just go away on its own. But I was drinking so much water and it just did not help at all. Theoretically, you know, some people might be like, oh, why didn't you just take an ibuprofen? But you're apparently not supposed to be taking ibuprofen for a while because it does something that makes you more susceptible to the coronavirus or something like that. I don't know. I'm getting this information from people, so I cannot confirm. But I'll just assume that they know what they're talking about. You gotta trust people, you know? That's how that works. Anyway. So, what have you guys been up to? I don't really have much to talk about. I guess I could talk a little bit about some comics that I'm doing. Oh, I dropped my eraser. Here we go. Guys want to hear about my comics? Is that okay? Is that okay? So, I'm working on a boatload of stuff. By the time this website is launched, there's only going to be one comic actually being sold on there. It's just going to be the Ellie the Illuminator, which it will be amazing. I'm 100% sure that Ellie the Illuminator will be amazing when it comes out. Already working on number 2, and I've had nothing but positive feedback to the people that I have actually showed it to. Thank you, R.C. Scott. After I finish this short story I'm working on, I'll be taking my first and long overdue crack at writing a comic book script. Wish me luck. I definitely wish you luck, my friend. Do good. So, did you design a girl's costume? Yeah, of course. Anyway, we're going to do Ellie the Illuminator. That's going to be amazing. And after that, hopefully, we'll be launching the relaunch of Orgasm Girl. And hopefully that'll be good. Put that up on the website. After that, I'm going to be doing my, I think I'm going to be doing the America parody. And Adam is thinking that he'll join on me as like an editor or co-writer. So that'll probably be good. There's so many different fucking comic book ideas that I've just kind of been scratching at for a while now. And I'm hoping that I'll actually be able to complete some of them. The only comic books that I've ever successfully completed have been stuff that I've done solo. Ironically, when I work with other people, I never finish anything. It's terrible. But what are you gonna do? Would you get mad if I used your likeness for a character in my comic? No. Do whatever you want, my dude. Do whatever you want. So, For some of you who follow my Instagram, you might have noticed this nice little picture of Amari. I actually really like this one. This is one of my rare good drawings, I think. It's good. So I was actually thinking that I would ink this up and offer it as an original art tier on the second Orgasm Girl launch. And yeah, I really hope I don't mess it up when I start adding inks to it. But I don't know if people will be super psyched to get this sketch paper drawing. I mean, it's not like bad quality paper. It's pretty thick paper. But, you know, it's kind of small. People might like the Bristol board a lot better. I did one of Mistress, too. So, like, Amari's the angel. And then I did one of Mistress as the devil dancing on a strip pole pitchfork. But this one I don't like as much. I like the idea. The idea is solid. But it just doesn't look that good. So I'm going to have to redraw it at some point. Just scribble this out, redraw it. No messing up, just happy accidents. Wrong! Not when you're me, it's not. Sorry, I missed some. Better than Thundercats Roar. Everything's better than Thundercats Roar. It's not even a comparison. Well, maybe OKKO. It's kind of bad, but am I the only one who thinks that OKKO is like not acceptable as an art style for an official cartoon? It's such small detail. Like, they don't even draw fingers most of the time. They just draw circles, and it doesn't work. That works like in an in-betweener, but it's weird. It's weird. I like it. Do you plan a various history arcs in O-Girl? I have like various stories that I could make comics of as far as O-Girl goes, but you know, that depends how much interest people actually have in it. Get some good Bristol and do some sketches to offer in the campaign. They'll sell. Maybe even offer a few customs. But yeah, I was thinking about like these that are on the sketch paper. If I did sell them, I would sell them for less than the Bristol board stuff. Because obviously the Bristol board is bigger and I guess nicer. So you'd have to get a special packaging. Special packaging for selling any art piece ever. I think so too. OKKO is awful. Yeah, it doesn't look good. I don't think it looks good. I mean, the show itself might be fine, but I never watched it. But the art style is just so amateur. And that's coming from me. I don't think my art style is that good, but like compared to OKKO, I'm not that bad, you know? I can write a show. I can animate an entire show by myself. If that's the standard, I can do it. You know what I mean? Would you be down to see an Orgasm Girl animated series? I mean, I wouldn't be opposed. That wouldn't be my first choice. I feel like it works good as a comic, as that medium, but I wouldn't be opposed to it, you know? Whew. What do you think of French comics? I haven't really read any French comics. I don't think so, anyway. What type of topics are you interested in to draw in comics? I mean, all kinds of topics. I want to do all kinds of different comics, and that's why I need like all kinds of different artists to come on board with me, because I can't draw every single style. I can't capture everything that I want to capture and everything. You know, it's like fine for Ellie the Eliminator because I have a very cartoonish style. So I can do Ellie the Eliminator all by myself and have it work which is a nice feeling because then I don't have to rely on other people. But for the more serious stuff, for other types of stories, I need somebody else to do it because I don't trust my own ability to be able to capture what I need to. And that's how that works. That's how that works, guys. Maybe I should draw something for you now. I got the notebooks and the pencil, eraser, very old eraser, but an eraser nonetheless. If you would like me to draw something, perhaps I will draw something for you and eat up the rest of our 15 minutes. Live sketch stream. Yeah, there you go. I would do like live drawing streams, but I don't have 2 screens to operate from. Eventually, maybe I'll update my setup and I'll figure this out. But for now, I don't have that setup. I don't have the tools needed. You are more to digital or traditional art? Definitely more, wait, what do you mean by that? More into, does that mean myself drawing or does that mean other people drawing? Because me personally, I draw a lot more digital. But as far as what I consume, what I enjoy more visually looking at, I don't have a preference. I think they're both good. So, yeah. Digital versus paper. Are you familiar with Kamen Rider? Yes, I am. Sexy rabbits nibbling? What is Rascally Rabbit? That's actually a pretty funny question to match with your username. Are you excited about the new Mortal Kombat movie? No. I didn't even know about that, actually. Yeah, they didn't give up. They didn't give up yet on Mortal Kombat movies? What? Would you do film commentaries to classic animated movies? I mean, commentaries. Well, obviously, I couldn't do like a traditional commentary where I just talk over the film. I would just get the shit copyrighted out of me. But I could do little video essays. The problem is, video essays take a long time. Not that, I don't have so much time. Thank you for the donation. On a guilt trip, Miss Something Wicks Fairy Dust comments, tell Barrett was hard, officially apologizes, gets his butt back on the channel or else. No idea. What'd you do about a comic about aliens with no eternal organs? Just to cheese off the woke or outrage crowd. That's pretty funny. Look at Mortal Kombat movies for the drama that plucks your heartstrings. How can you deny that? I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in the comment section, actually. It seems like we're having 2 completely different conversations. Have I missed something? I think I might have. But, yeah. As far as video game movies go, I guess the Sonic movie is really the only good one I've ever seen. Or at least the only one that, like, was its own thing and made sense. I don't know. Detective Pikachu was decent. Yeah, but I never saw Detective Pikachu, so I wouldn't know about that. I wasn't interested enough in Detective Pikachu, honestly, because just the idea of them doing a freaking why does the name escape me? Right when I'm about to say it, the name escapes me. Dr. Dolittle, that's it. Well, the fact that they were doing a Dolittle thing with Pokemon just didn't feel right. Just didn't feel good to me. It just didn't really pique my interest. I also didn't really like how the Pokemon looked. it kind of reminded me of the Jump Force textures that they had. They're just like a little bit too realistic in an odd way. You know, it's like, I don't know how to describe it. But Doolittle remake. Ew, yeah, that bombed so hard, and I knew that was going to bomb because it looked terrible. Even just the commercials for the Doolittle remake looked terrible. No chance. No chance of selling that. That was awful. DC and Marvel and DC both go out of business. Where will the new comic heroes come from? Manga, Alterna comics, other? There's a bunch of other indie comics out there. The real question is whether or not they can actually hold up comic book stores. They'll probably all end up in Barnes and Noble or somewhere, or just digital. I don't know. Be honest, I've not really read too much of Marvel or DC for a very long time. I've been very strictly indie for a while now. So I would definitely buy tons of indie comics if there were no more Marvel. Like, having Marvel and DC out of the picture, that doesn't change whether or not I go to the comic book store personally. But there are other people who will hold a different opinion, you know? If they were following a series and all of a sudden they can't get it at the comic book store, it's like, well, I guess I'll never read comics again. You know? Have you seen Steven Universe Future? It's really bad. Nah, I mean, I've seen some episodes of that because I was really curious. And there are some things that they did in there that I thought was like really interesting. But the ending was really bad. The ending was super bad. Just like completely avoided solving any problems, and just the solution that they smack on to Steven having a complete mental breakdown. Therapy. He's going to therapy now. Everything's okay. That's not how that works. You can't just smack a therapist on a child, a murderer. You can't just smack a therapist on a murderer child and expect him to be fine. That's so bad. It's just like such a weird way to end the show. It's just like, okay, he had a mental breakdown. He murdered a gem, but it's okay. She's back to life. And now he's just gonna go to therapy, and everything's gonna be fine. He's never gonna have another mental breakdown again. It's all good. Everything's fine. Steven became a murderer? Yes, he murdered a gem, and then because of bullshit reasons, he was just able to bring her back to life. Because nothing matters. Nothing. Apparently, there's an alternative version of that episode where she's just permanently dead, but they didn't want to deal with the consequences of writing Steven as a murderer, so they changed it so that he brought her back to life. But it didn't change anything. He still murdered her. He's still a murderer, and you still have to deal with it. You know? Oh man. They needed to figure that shit out, man. That show was not ready. They needed to bounce some ideas off of other people. Oh man. What are you gonna do? Brought her back to life, then he never killed anyone, so they have to let him go. Oh yeah, and then he tried to kill one of the diamonds. But it's okay, you can bring her back to life. You can kill as many people as you want, guys, as long as you bring them back to life afterwards. That's totally a-okay. Just go through a killing spree and bring them back to life afterwards. Man, that's so funny. I could make a whole video about that, but I don't think people are that interested in Steven Universe either. Most people already agreed that, like, the original Steven Universe show ended poorly, and even that the movie ended poorly. I think that Steven Universe is one of those shows that's, like, good at bringing up drama, right? But then very bad at solving that drama. They have no idea how conflict resolution works. And that's... People stay for the conflicts. People want to see those resolved, and they never get a good resolution. And that's the real problem with Steven Universe. They're not good at resolution. They just turn everyone's a good guy now. Everything's fine because they hugged each other. That's how that works. It's not how that works. You know? It's a shame. I know people who really like Steven Universe too. And, you know, that's just my very basic overall impression of Steven Universe. I think that they're good at bringing up conflict. I think that they're good at intriguing interest in certain parts of the show. But they're so bad at conflict resolution that it just ruins 90% of the show. 90% of it, honestly. I mean, if they really wanted Steven to murder a gem, then he should have his gem taken away. He should have his power removed from him. Maybe that would have been a better resolution, so that he can't hurt anyone anymore. Maybe that would have been a more satisfying resolution than just, he's seeing a therapist now. Go ahead, Steven, go tour around the world without our supervision because you're seeing a therapist. That means you'll be okay. Meanwhile, he has, like, guns in the back of his car. He's just... What is going on? Oh my gosh. But, yeah, and for some reason they made it so that he couldn't have his gem removed, which doesn't make any sense because he has a normal human body. Like, you can eat and breathe. You have everything you need to live without a gem in your stomach. So I don't get it. But I would take his powers and put him on heavy meds for the rest of his life. Oh man, thank you for the donation, Augustine. On a stream I like, we're debating whether to do Doki Doki Literature Club as the next playthrough. Would you recommend it? Doki Doki Literature Club is pretty fun, I think. I think it's a good game, but it can be boring in some areas. It depends how exciting I guess you want your stream to be. If you wanted to, like, have a more chill stream, or if you had friends. If you have, like, a group playing it together, then maybe it's more fun, you know? But yeah, once you get to the ending, shit gets exciting. But of course, you know, some areas are a little bit boring. Just saying. Yes. What was I saying? Yes. Okay. Steven Universe, right? One of the things that they brought up in the Steven Universe future that I thought was really good was when he lashed out at his father. That was probably the best scene in the entire show. And they never extend from that scene. They never have any resolution to that scene. It just ends. And then when he mentions it again, it's just like, oh yeah, I had a fight with my father. No big deal. No. No, you brought up because he brings up how bad of a father Greg is. And he is a terrible father. He was terrible to him. He neglected him for 90% of his life. That's not a good father. And he brings it up. He lashes out at him. And there's just no resolution to that. He never changes. Apparently Greg is fine. It's Steven who's the problem. It's his fault. He just needs a therapist. We don't need to resolve any resentment that's growing between these two. He just needs a therapist. That's all. Yeah, that's all. It's so messed up. They never even. Steven never gets to meet his grandparents because Greg just wants to avoid them for the rest of his life. There's no resolution there. He never gets to meet his grandparents. Jesus. Help this cartoon character. He's not on the road to a good life. He never went to the doctor. It's like all this shit that just is red flags, bad parenting, and they don't find it. They don't think they need any resolution to that. They don't think they need to change Greg. It's ridiculous. Scolding a strawman toxic masculine parental figure is the one subject SJWs can write from the heart. Well, the real problem was that he was a hippie. That's it. Greg's a fucking hippie. He lives out of his van. He's not a responsible adult. That's the problem. The problem is he's a man-child. It's just funny. Anyway, we'll probably be ending the stream soon, guys. So if you have any questions you'd like to ask me, fill up the section of which you chat, your chatty chat chats. I'll answer whatever you need answered, I guess. Have you ever seen Fullmetal Alchemist? Yes. Do you like Naruto? I don't really watch Naruto. That's what did you think of all boomers? Do you have a favorite decade? No. I don't know, man. I guess I mean, what does that mean? Like, favorite decade to be alive in, or like, it's like favorite decade of movies that came out. Obviously, the 90s movies were like some of the best, right, man? 90s movies were fucking great. But I grew up with those, I wasn't born until the late 90s, but I still grew up with 90s movies because we didn't get new movies. That was a no-no. We don't get new things in this house. That's also the same reason why I was playing Sonic as a kid. We didn't get anything new. We didn't throw out old games. So, what's your bank info? Good stuff. Your thoughts on Animal Crossing? Not interested in it, but apparently a lot of people like it. Apparently it's a big thing. I don't know. People have been waiting for Animal Crossing for a while, and now they're getting it, and they seem to be satisfied. That is my understanding of Animal Crossing. 80s was a golden age. I don't know. There's a lot of good movies. I mean, for me, there's a lot of good movies that came out in the 90s. Pineapple pizza or pineapple burgers? Jeez, man. None. Animal Crossing is for subs. I prefer Dom Eternal. Yeah. I love me some Dom Eternal. Thoughts on Ruby? Ruby never interested me. I watched like one to 3 episodes. All the episodes were in different lengths, which bothered me a lot. I mean, I don't like the animation. The writing was meh. Some fight scenes are kind of cool, I guess, but everything else, all the in-between stuff, it's just kind of meh. 90s were kind of weird. Were they? 90s were fun. No, 90s were fun. 90s were fun. Yeah, okay. I guess we'll wrap it up, guys. Fan art live stream, that's going to be next Friday. So it's going to be a fan art Friday. It's keeping the streams on Fridays. And that's when all the fan art that you have sent to me via Twitter, I'm going to show them on the stream, give you some views, give you some shout outs while we also enjoy the many fan arts that have been made of me and my characters and other stuff. Can I post mine on Discord? I probably won't be able to find it on Discord because people post so much on Discord. You know how crazy that Discord is. It's crazy. 3 is too early. There's no such thing as too early. But anyway. Where to find your work? Nowhere yet, because the website is not up. Oh, thank you, Augustine, again. Thanks, DP. Have a great weekend. You too, buddy. You all have a great weekend. So, that's going to be it for now. As far as the website, I will say, originally, I was thinking that it would probably be up this week. We ran into some problems. I'm having someone else actually do the website for me. Originally, I was going to do it myself. Now I'm having someone else do it. So I have to so now we run into problems. We'll probably have it up by next week. And then the upcoming month, May, right? Yes, May. Gonna have some news about the Orgasm Girl relaunch. So keep watching for that type of stuff. Anyway, fan art live stream next week. I'll see you guys then. Thank you for joining me. And goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.